State transition testing is the black box testing technique used to verify the behavior of a system as it transitions between different states in response to specific events or inputs. This technique is particularly useful for systems where the output depends not only on the current input but also on the history of previous inputs, such as finite state machines, user interfaces with multiple interactive elements, or system involving workflow and processes. Key components: states, transitions, events, actions. States: distinct, identifiable situations or conditions that the system can be it at any given time, for example, logged in, processing payment, or error. Transitions: movements or changes from one state to another, triggered by events. Events: inputs or actions that cause a transition to occur. For example, user clicks login, payment confirmed, system timeout. Actions: outputs or results that may occur because of a transition. In other words, display success message, send email notification, update database. Implementation steps: create state transition diagram table, which is a visual representation diagram or tabular format table, is created to map out all possible states, the events that trigger transition between them, and the resulting actions. This helps in understanding and visualizing the system dynamic behavior. Test case design. Test cases are then designed to cover both valid and invalid transitions. Valid transitions: ensuring the system correctly moves between states as expected when valid events occur. Invalid transitions: verifying that the system handles unexpected or disallowed transition gracefully, often by preventing them or showing appropriate error messages. Execution and verification. These cases are executed and the system behavior during and after state transitions is observed and compared against the expected outcomes defined in the state transition model. Purpose and benefits: ensures accurate handling of state changes and transition, helps identify defects related to incorrect state management, especially for processes and workflows, provides a structured approach for testing systems with complex workflows, contributes to building more robust and reliable software. Let's take a good look at state transition example. State transition for user login events. Rule: user account can be logged after a number of incorrect login attempts. States: logged out, the initial state where the user is not authenticated. Attempt 1 incorrect, user has entered incorrect credential once, so on. Attempt 2, attempt 3, all 3 are incorrect. Logged in, the user has successfully authenticated and accounts logged. The account has been logged due to many incorrect attempts. Those are the identified states. What are events and transitions? Event: enter correct credentials. From logged out, attempt 1 incorrect or attempt 2 incorrect, transition to logged in. Next event: enter incorrect credentials, so 3 of them. From logged out, transition to attempt 1, then attempt 2, attempt 3. And event: enter incorrect credential third time. From attempt 3 incorrect, transition to account locked. And finally, we can see the test cases with results. As you can see, for state transition with user login events, there are 5 test cases. State transition testing would involve creating test cases to cover particular paths through these states and transition. Case 1. Successful login. First attempt. Log from logged out, enter correct credentials, and you are logged in. Test case number 2. Successful login. Second attempt. From logged out, you enter incorrect credential once, and then enter correct credentials, and you are logged in. Number 3. Successful login. From logged out, enter attempt 1 incorrect, attempt 2 incorrect, but on attempt 3, you enter correct credentials and you are logged in. Account lock. Test case number 4. From logged out, you enter incorrect credentials 3 times in a row, and as a result, a user account should be locked. And test case number 5. Attempting login on locked account. Account locked. From state account locked, enter credentials, both correct or incorrect, should remain in the result that account should remain in locked state, potentially, preferably, with an error message.